So now we have the Codesys install file downloaded to our PC. The next step is to run the install. From the file's download location, and that is whatever folder you chose to download to, from there we will open the file to start the installation. It's easy to open the file. You can just double click on it, or it makes no difference, but if you prefer, you can right click and then select Open. Something to consider: if you are not logged in to an administrator account, you may have to run as an administrator. This really depends on the setup of your PC, but for most cases, simply opening the install file should work. The install wizard takes over from there, and it will scan your PC to see if supporting applications are required, and then will prompt you to go ahead and install them. You will be prompted to read the license and some other installation information, and during the install we'll take a moment to show you where to find those documents in case you want to review them later on. And this is normal when you install most applications, but you have the option to select a destination folder other than the default. I almost always use the default destination folder, but the choice is yours. So let's switch over to the video of the Codesys install. So last time we left off, we had just downloaded the Codesys software. I downloaded the file to my download folder, so I will go there. You may have chosen to save it somewhere else, so go to the folder where you downloaded the Codesys software. We want to open the Codesys install file, so I am simply going to double click on it, and we will wait for that to open. We have to give permission to make changes, so click on Yes. And I will minimize the folder here. This is showing us the prerequisite applications that need to be installed for Codesys. So we will say go ahead and install these. We'll click Install. These files may take a while. It depends on your PC. Don't be discouraged if it takes longer than you see here. I've sped up the video to save some time. This is the install wizard for Codesys, so we will click Next. Here is a license agreement for you to read and accept. If you want to review the license agreement after you install Codesys, a copy of the license is provided in the application folder. If you install Codesys in the default folder, then you will find a copy of the license at the location shown here in the Program Files folder. So after reading the license info, you can accept it and then click Next. Then here is important information for you to read and then accept. If you're installing Codesys in the default folder, then you will find a copy of this important information at the location shown here in the Program Files folder. Once you acknowledge that you have read that, you can click on Next. And now you have the option to select a location for the destination folder. I personally see no reason to change this, so I will leave this as the default folder and click on Next. For the setup type, we will go ahead with the complete setup. We want to get the whole bundle, and that includes the soft PLC that we want for this setup. So click on Next. and we are comfortable with the choices we have made, so we will click Install here. Once again, this part may take some time. Here the video has been sped up. And now the wizard says the install is complete. So we will click on Finish. The installer has put a shortcut with the Codesys icon on our desktop. That is handy for us to give it a quick test. And here Codesys looks like it's running. Looks like it's running okay. So let's close that. And that is an install of Codesys on your computer.